Day 4. Came home. I can't remember how much I said last night because I was so freaking exhausted. But we went ahead and made the hour and a half drive or so home and did a radiator flush. Got all kinds of gunk out of that radiator. It's still seeping a little bit, but literally it's not enough that in an hour and a half drive that I had to add anything. So we're just going to keep hoping that's fine. Yeah, changed the radiator cap too. It had a 16 pound on it that was probably from the 70s. And we put a modern 8 pound cap on it. That might help with that radiator a little bit too, not coming apart. So we're fixing to hit the road. I am going to wash that windshield up real quick, and then we're out of here. We're heading to Michigan. It's going to be a long day of driving. It is in a normal vehicle. It is a 4.5 hour drive. So in this, I'm expecting closer to 6. But we're going to hit the road. That didn't take long. Stopped, got gas, made it 2 miles out of town, and the temperature gauge was pegged again. So I'm hoping we just had an air bubble. Plumb full. I think that thermostat might be hanging up on it. It's possible too that we moved a bunch of junk last night flushing that, and now the thermostat is all gummed up. I'm not sure what to think of that situation. We didn't have an excessive amount of pressure. It's gotta be that thermostat. Well, we got 2 jugs of water. All we can do is send it and try it, I guess. I shut the car off, coasted a quarter mile, turned the corner, started it back up, and it instantly dropped like the thermostat opened. So I'm going to assume that's what we got going on. Check that gauge real quick and see where we're at. Still reading good. That one there. It's been riding right there in the middle. But when it started getting hot, it pegged it on the hot side. So I don't know. I guess we'll just send it and try it. I guess close her back up. I expected to have an air pocket in there, bud. I suppose it's possible we still got an air pocket, but you'd think it would have surfaced, you know what I mean? I don't know. Try number 2. Well, we're probably 30-40 minutes in, and so far so good. She's been holding right where she has been, so we're going to send it. made it into Jonesville. I think that's what it was. Yeah, Jonesville, Michigan. And she's running like garbage right now. I can't hardly keep it at an idle when we're sitting in traffic. It's probably dropping all the way down to 200 or 300 RPMs, and then it's hard to get it to come back. So we're gonna have to find it's a gas station or something, pull over. Found some street side parking, and notice this right away. That element is supposed to be attached to that end, so this thing isn't even filtering any fuel, and that fuel looks like garbage. So I'm hoping like hell my carburetor's not full. I'm hoping my carburetor's not full of trash. So we do got extra filters. What's up, buddy?
Are they in the very bottom?
They're somewhere in that tote. That's all I know, bud. So I did bring like 4 or 5 fuel filters just for this instance. So, but we'll get this dude thrown on there after I find my screwdriver, and we'll see what we get. New fuel filter installed. Check this out. I hope we don't have all kinds of crap in our carburetor, but I almost guarantee it because that thing had like sand on the bottom of it. So anyway, we're gonna continue on. It's very sporadic. Like there'll be 100 cars and then there's nothing for 10 minutes, but we're definitely on track. Well, made it to the next turn, and once again it wouldn't idle, and I couldn't even keep it idle in this time. And I thought, well, we went down a gravel road earlier, maybe I plugged up our air filter because it just had a little bitty one on it. So took that off, fired it back up, and we've got a float stuck or a needle and seat stuck, something. When we start it up, it just pours out of there, and that's a result of that trash from that fuel filter that came apart going to our carburetor. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, is take the top of this dude off and clean up what I can, which I'm really hoping that top gasket holds together for us to do that. So that's where we're at. Daggone it. But we already had a local stop and tell us, hey, let me know what you need and I'll run you to the store. So that's pretty cool. The likelihood of somebody having a carb kit for this is pretty slim, but I think all we're going to need is to get some dirt out of there. Hopefully that top gasket stays together. Now let's see what we got. What was that? Watch what your video on, buddy. Well, we just heard a kaplunk. I don't know what the hell that was. Not sure. Let's see your camera there. Looking down in there. Hold that for me, buddy. Touch that radiator top. I think I probably need to get some rags or something to get that fuel out of there and clean that bowl out. And then we'll get this needle and seat out. Make sure there's not garbage in that guy. Oh, not videoing or anything. To get that float off, get that needle and seat out, and see if we can clean that out. Alright, notice 2 issues right off the bat. You can see the garbage. You can see the garbage down there in the seat. We have to get that out. And then the other problem, hold on to this, Austin. Look at this. No matter what I do, this side will not float. That's the way it actually belongs.
That side refuses to float. But it doesn't appear to have anything in it, like it's got a hole. But she sinks like a rock. And I can't find any holes, obvious ones. Yeah, it's got liquid in it. Daggone us, we got a hole in our float. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Well, sorry about that. I didn't realize that was so zoomed in. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to presume that hole's been in that float. I'm going to put that dude back in there. Put it in upside down again. I'm going to put that guy in there. It's floating, but it's floating awful low. So I'm just going to assume that's been like that a minute. And I'm going to get the crap out of that needle and seat and hope that fixes us up. I do believe that is our problem. That came right out of that seat when I pulled it out. And I do believe that is probably the glue off that stupid cheap fuel filter. So, put that dude back together. I'm going to take this line off and blow that out with some brake parts cleaner. And clean that seat out better. And I'll probably go ahead, since I got it off, take paper towel and soak that up, get that out of there, and clean all that crap out too. Well, got to put back together, clean that bowl, and that is the crap that was in the bowl. It was pretty bad, but that's what happens when a fuel filter comes apart and dumps everything in your carburetor. Leave those right there for now, buddy. Once you go ahead and go crank it over, and just crank it, I'll choke it out here. Yeah, I think it's in gear. You have to hold the brake too. Ready? Yeah. Try again. Go again. Well, it's idling. That's more than it did a minute ago. Works for me. Not like a little roadside carburetor action. Let's put that fuel or that air filter on. Let me get your wheels chalked. You know you drive a shit box when you carry a 4x4 with you. Alrighty. Make sure it's out of gear. Alright. Where did I put that air filter? This thing has got to be toast, but I'd rather make it run a little rich by having it on there versus sucking more crap down the carb. Seemed to bother it at an idle. I think we're good for another, where'd we go? I think we're good. Maybe go ahead and make sandwiches or get some sandwiches here in a minute. Let's just stop and get some sandwiches real quick, and I'll go in and wash my mitts. Actually, I want that wipe that's in the top of there real quick. Once again, we had locals stop right away asking us to take it, you know, if we needed a ride anywhere or parts or whatever, so pretty cool. But we're going to get picked up here get us some lunch, and we're not too far from the venue, so hopefully make it there pretty quickly. Four-door Corvette. We just got to Michigan, and this is the first thing that, well, not to Michigan, but to Monroe, Michigan, and this is the first thing that got my eye. Talk about an oddity. This one here may be the only competition I've seen in something running all original drivetrain that may be older than ours. And I don't know these Oldsmobiles to know what year this is. I believe it's older than ours, though. It's the first time I've seen this one. He's got the Power Tool sticker on there. Beautiful car. It's got the long hauler sticker. It may actually be beating us. On the age department, anyway. Bodies come out. Not something you see every day. Late model Camaro of some sort. Just slightly nicer than ours. I think this is a 54, I think.
Don't we have a hood and bonfires?
Have what?
A hood and bonfires?
I got sold on eBay by accident. I could be wrong. Somebody educate me out there in YouTube land. Why is the C-pillar different on this car than this car? Both of them are absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't believe mine's ever going to look like that again. Don't see very many of the arrow coops anymore.
I missed it earlier.
Was we?
Yes.
209 horsepower, 357 torque. Horsepower, 364 torque. .65 horsepower, 375 torque. Unfortunately, getting here so late, there just isn't a whole lot left, and it's getting pretty deserted, as you can see. But we're going to go check out Lake Erie, so all is not lost for sure. Well worth the drive still. And honestly, the drive from Fort Wayne to here was way better than all the others, in my opinion. Better scenery, just a better drive, even with the breakdowns and stuff. What do you see, bud? That Corvair van? Yeah. Chevy Corvair van. There's still a few few things here. I'm sure the far parking lot's still pretty full, but I think we're going to hit the road as well and get dinner and go to the beach, I believe. We've been seeing this four-door Ford a couple different times on the road, and we figured we'd come check it out. Looks like it's on a late model chassis, or at least has late model front suspension. And Austin's got a regular cab F-250 like this, so he definitely wanted to check it out. That's a really beautiful color. Nice interior. Yeah, it looks like a late model chassis. That's a really beautiful truck.
This is a 350, mine's 250.
Yeah, I think they just stuck that badge on there. But hard to tell, because they never made a 1-ton in a short bed back then. Beautiful build. We go out here and sit somewhere, can't we, bud?
Do you know what type of snakes they are?
I don't know, but it changes my mind about sitting on them rocks. I just told Austin we was gonna go and sit on the rocks, and then he started pointing out all the snakes. So that's a no-go. Not terrified of snakes or nothing, but I don't want a snake bit. So I don't know snakes.
Can't tell what that is.
That would be a fish, my son.
Well,
That'd be a dead stinky fish is what that would be.
there's a cathead. Not catfish, cathead.
Ah, another dead fish, yuck. It is absolutely peaceful out here though. Austin just nicely reminded me that we have chairs in the car, and we're all the way out here. We definitely don't do the typical tourist stuff. Check out the size of those forklifts. And we do believe those are solid chunks of iron, but this is some kind of foundry. The things are probably a foot square, and I don't know how long that is, 30, 40 feet. Things are massive. to inspect this out of the Lincoln. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that at all. That's going to be a wrap for day 4, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. YouTube is hiding us from everybody, and unless you get notifications, a lot of times we don't show up in your feed. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. We are heading to Ohio in the morning.